Hey everybody, Mike from Boomba here. Today we've got another frequently asked questions video for you guys. We're asked a lot of the time, what is the difference between a short throw shifter and a transmission adapter plate? But don't worry, we're going to explain all of that and more in this video, so stay tuned. So, by definition, what is a short throw shifter? A short throw shifter shortens the distance that the shift lever needs to travel to change gears by altering the ratio of the lever and the fulcrum point, also known as the pivot point. The main benefit of installing something like this is that you are going to get quicker shifts, which will result in better performance. This is because less time is wasted on the actual shifting movement when you're changing gears. Another benefit of shifter kits is the way they transform the entire driving experience. Even cars with already great shifting gearboxes can be made to feel even better, while cars with long manual throws that make drivers feel like they're rowing through a bucket of gravel are instantly given a far sportier, shorter shifting action. So let's dive a little deeper here and explain to you what we're looking at. On the left here, you're going to see our short throw shift levers. On the right, you've got our short shift transmission adapters. Starting with this piece here, this is our short throw shift lever for the Focus ST. We do sell a piece for the Focus RS, which looks very, very similar, but for video demonstration's sake, we're going to be using the Focus ST piece here. All of these short throw shift levers mount inside of your vehicle, and this is actually where your shift knob will mount to. So this is the piece you're changing. It goes inside the interior of your vehicle. With the Focus piece here, it is adjustable between 10, 20, and 30% by simply moving this shifter ball. This is going to be where the transmission cable is attached to the shifter, and you can customize it to where you need it to be. Moving right along here, we've got our piece for the Fiesta ST. This piece is also adjustable, offering the same throw as stock, so basically it'll give you the stock throw, but the angle of angling this towards the driver, a 10% reduction, and a 25% reduction. This is done by removing these screws. As you can see, they go through here, and changing the height of this piece. Next up, we have our short throw shift lever for the Subaru WRX. This piece is non-adjustable and offers a throw reduction of 30% over stock. And last but not least, we've got our Mustang short throw shift lever. This is going to be for all 6th generation Mustangs, 2015 through 2017. This is also non-adjustable and reduces shifter throw by 25%. Moving right along to the pieces on the right here, we've got our short shift transmission adapters. Now, unlike the short throw shift levers that mount inside your interior to give you a shorter throw, these pieces are all going to mount outside of your vehicle. Some of these pieces will mount under the hood on top of the transmission, whereas some of them will actually mount underneath the vehicle. You'll notice that all of these pieces are shiny. These are all zinc plated. What that means is that these pieces are made from billet steel, but we coat them with zinc to prevent any kind of corrosion or rust buildup on these, so that way they're safe to install on the outside of your car, and they're going to hold up to the test of time and any kind of weather that you can throw at these pieces. All of our short throw transmission adapters, with the exception of this Subaru WRX piece here, are going to mount on top of the shifter arm of the transmission. What's nice about this is these pieces will all install much quicker and easier compared to these levers, because the installation process is a lot less daunting and you're not removing nearly as much. So because we singled this guy out here, we're going to start off with our Subaru WRX piece here. What's different about this guy versus the other transmission adapters is this will actually replace the input arm on the transmission. Because of the Subaru WRX's all-wheel drive setup, this will actually mount directly underneath the vehicle, whereas all these other ones will mount underneath your hood. So, with this plate, just like all the other ones, it is made of billet steel and zinc plated for corrosion resistance, and it's going to offer you a shift reduction of 30%. Next up, we've got our short shift adapter here for the 10th generation Honda Civic. This piece gives you a 30% reduction over stock. Moving right along here, we've got our piece for the Fiesta ST. This short shift transmission adapter is going to give you a reduction of 20%. You are now looking at our transmission adapter for the Focus ST and Focus RS. This piece is adjustable by moving this ball between this hole and this hole, between 20% and 30% reduction over stock. And to wrap it all up, we've got our shift adapter for the Volkswagen GTI. This piece will give you a 28% reduction over stock. What's really awesome about these pieces is that they can be used independently of each other. So you can use the short throw shift lever on its own, or you can use one of these short shift transmission adapters on its own. You can also pair these pieces together for maximum shift reduction.
Let our powers combine.
So for example, if you've got yourself a Ford Focus, you can take our short throw shift lever and the short shift transmission adapter and pair these two together. At max reduction, you're going to be having a 51% shorter throw than stock. That feels drastically different inside the car and makes for a world's better driving experience. Looking at the Fiesta ST pieces here, at maximum reduction, you're going to be having a 40% shorter throw than stock. And if you combine the Subaru WRX pieces, you're going to be having a 50% shorter throw than stock. You might think that was it.
But wait, there's more.
We got a wild card here. So you may have noticed that we offer a short shift adapter for the GTI, but you didn't see a lever. Don't worry, we've got you covered. What you see here is our GTI short throw shift knob. This knob is going to replace your factory shift knob in your GTI, and due to the fact that it's countersunk, it's going to sit lower inside of your vehicle. From it sitting lower, it's going to offer you a shorter shifter throw. With this particular knob, it's going to be 28% shorter than stock. Something else that's very nice about this knob is that it's weighted, so it does help you row through the gears in a much smoother manner by adding the weighted throw each time you shift your gear. Pair it up with the short throw shift adapter for the GTI, and you are looking at a 48% reduction compared to stock. And while we're already talking about shifter products, another upgrade to consider: if you own a Focus RS, Focus ST, or Fiesta ST, we offer some bushings. We are frequently asked, what is the difference between your transmission cable bracket bushings and your shifter base bushings? On the left here, we've got a set of our transmission cable bracket bushings. Where these go is under your hood on the bracket that will hold your shifter cables to the transmission right before the linkage. So these will install under your hood. Your shifter base bushings mount exactly where it sounds like they do, at your shifter base. So anytime you're looking at a set of our shifter base bushings, these will mount inside your vehicle at the bottom of the shifter base. The stock bushings in these cars are made out of a very flimsy rubber material. You'll notice that all of our bushings are hard, unflexible billet aluminum. What this does is it eliminates a lot of the slop and flex that you'll feel when shifting through the gears. You'll have a much more precise shifting experience, and when you're in gear, there will be no play. One more part to consider when upgrading your shifting setup would be one of our Boomba Racing shift knobs. All of our knobs are made from a material called Delrin, which you'll see here is this very, very smooth material that is temperature neutral, so they don't get super hot in the summer and they don't get super cold in the winter, and they are weighted with brass cores. What this means is that they are all going to offer you a heavier shift knob compared to the stock experience, so that when you're rowing through the gears, you'll find that the lever wants to fall into place with its momentum much more easily. We've got a couple different styles here down below. You can see we've got our all black one here with the cap that pops on. We've got our white one where you get to choose the color for the cap and the anodized color around the bottom here. And then we've got one of our shift knobs here for the Honda Civic, which has provisions for the shift boot to make sure that everything looks factory spec once you install it. So as far as for at the time of filming what we offer shift knobs for, you're going to see that we offer a black style and a white style for the Focus RS, Fiesta ST, Focus ST. Same thing with the WRX here. So all Subaru WRX, we're going to offer a plain black style as well as a white style where you get to choose. The wild card here, you see the Volkswagen GTI one. At this time, it is only available in this black finish. And if you've got a Honda Civic, you're going to have your choice of this full black style here. And we also have a white style. We also do offer a shift knob for the Ford Mustang. I'm hoping that answered all of your questions about our shifting products. If it didn't, you probably weren't listening, so go back and rewind, or type them in the comments below so that way we can look at them and respond to them there. Everything that you see on this table here is made right here in-house by Boomba Racing in our Wooddale, Illinois facility. We take great pride in making everything here, as well as designing it all here. Thank you for watching. If you do have any suggestions on what you'd like to see in our next Frequently Asked Questions video, let us know in the comments below. We love to help you guys out and make it easier when selecting products so that way you know what exactly it is that you're buying or modifying on your car. Have a great day. My name is Mike from Boomba Racing, and I'll catch you in the next one.